Lena arrived just before sunset. The gates of the old Ashmore orphanage groaned open like lungs wheezing their final breath. The stone walls were overgrown, the windows too dark. It was supposed to be a retreat, a luxury wellness space, according to the brochure. But everything about it felt wrong. She'd dreamed of this place for weeks. Always the same cold halls, children crying and a girl with milky white eyes whispering her name. Lena didn't tell anyone. She just booked the stay. She needed to see it for herself. Inside, the scent of mildew and roses clashed. The wallpaper peeled in long strips like old skin. But the man who greeted her, Elias, the architect restoring the building, was polite, gentle. His voice was low, like he didn't want the house to hear him. The house, it remembers everything, he said, handing her an antique room key. Lena raised an eyebrow. It's just a building. Elias gave her a faint smile. You'll see. That night, the dream returned. Only now it didn't feel like a dream. Lena was awake in the hallway, feet bare, heart racing, and someone was kissing her neck. Cold lips, delicate, lingering when she turned around. No one was there. But on the mirror in her room, written in childlike handwriting, was the phrase, I remember you. The next morning, Elias sat alone. In the courtyard, sketching. He looked exhausted. You dreamt, didn't you? He asked. I sleepwalked. He glanced at her neck. She kissed you. Lena froze. Who? He closed his book. Myra, the girl who died here in 1902. She's real. She never left. Over the next few days, Lena grew weaker, hungrier, more drawn to the West Wing, the part of the orphanage sealed off since the fire. Elias warned her. She chooses someone every generation, he said. She doesn't want to haunt. She wants to touch, and if someone touches her back, she takes them. Lena didn't listen that night. She entered the wing. The door creaked open like a scream stifled in her throat. Behind it, a playroom, filled with burned dolls and rotted furniture. And there, sitting in the center, brushing a headless doll's hair, Mira. She was still a child, maybe 16, but her eyes were hollow. Her skin was pale, almost translucent, veins like vines beneath her arms. She looked up and smiled. You came back. Lena shook her head. I've never been here before. Yes, you have, Mira whispered. You left me in the fire. Suddenly the room shifted. The air turned thick and wet. Mira stood, her dress fused to her skin, blood-stained lace trailing behind her like a wedding train. She moved closer. Her voice changed, deeper, older, seductive. Touch me, just once. That's all I need. Lena backed away. I don't understand. Myra caressed her cheek, and in that moment, Lena didn't pull away. The kiss was like drowning in ice. Lena collapsed. She woke in her room, her nightgown soaked, her lips bruised, and on her chest, over her heart, something was moving beneath her skin. Not metaphor. Literal. Like a tiny hand pressing from the inside. Elias burst in minutes later, pale and shaking. You touched her, didn't you? Lena sobbed. I didn't mean to. She's inside you now. He unbuttoned his shirt. On his chest were 3 scars, hand-shaped burns. I touched her too, he whispered. That's why I came back. That night, Lena couldn't sleep. She could feel Myra's presence inside her mind, inside her skin, whispering things like, he belongs to me. You're just a cradle. We shared a kiss. That means something. Lena looked in the mirror, and for a split second her reflection smiled without her. She knew what had to be done. Tomorrow, she'd find the ashes, she'd destroy what was left, or else Mira would finish what she started. Lena woke to laughter. Childlike, crooked, it came from the West Wing. Now wide open. The flames hadn't touched her room yet, but something else had. Her sheets were soaked. Her lips ached like she'd been kissing for hours, and her eyes burned with memories that weren't hers. A girl locked in a closet, a fire that wasn't an accident, and a promise made in blood. Elias slammed into the room, panting. She's waking fully, he said. You don't have much time. Lena held her chest. I feel her under my skin. He grabbed a rusted journal from the dresser and opened it to a yellowed page. Mira wasn't just a ghost. She was a child sacrificed in this house. The matron tried to rid her of sin. By fire, but she didn't die clean. He pointed to an entry. Her love clings like rot. The one she kisses, she devours. But the one she loves, she binds. Lena's voice cracked. She's in love with you. Elias didn't respond. Not with words. He just looked away, guilty. I touched her a long time ago when I was a boy. I lived here before the fire. Lena backed away. You're one of them. I escaped. Barely, but I never forgot her, no matter where I went. She followed. His hands shook. That's why I returned. To end it, but she picked you, he added, eyes meeting hers. She wants to wear you, to keep me. That night, Lena returned to the West Wing. This time, she walked straight into the fire. The air inside was alive, breathing. Walls melted like wax. Ash rained upward. At the center of it all stood Mira, now fully formed, neither girl nor ghost. She wore Lena's face. Do you like it? She asked. I wear your skin so well. He'll love me more in your body. Lena trembled. Why me? Mira smiled, her lips splitting wider than any humans should. Because you're soft and lonely, and you came looking for love in a haunted place, just like I did. Suddenly, Elias stepped into the room holding a rusted needle and thread. He didn't look at Myra, he looked at Lena. There's one way to trap her: willing blood, willing love, a seal stitched in pain. He approached, but that has to be you. You have to pull her into yourself and seal the door shut forever. Lena stared. And what happens to me? You'll live, but she'll always be inside, Mira shrieked. Her skin melted into smoke. She'll lie, Elias warned. Don't let her confuse you. But Myra's voice was in Lena's head. Don't you see? He loved me first. You're just a vessel. Lena screamed, grabbed the needle, and plunged it into her own chest, threading flesh, stitching blood. Mira roared like a collapsing cathedral. The fire surged. Everything turned white. She woke on the ground, smoke rising, Ashmore reduced to black. Rubble. Elias knelt beside her, weeping. You did it, he whispered. You're free. But Lena wasn't smiling, because in the reflection of his tears, she saw Mira smiling back. She stitched her way into Lena's body. Now Lena must find a way to keep her buried or burn with her. The remains of Ashmore Orphanage were still smoldering when Lena opened her eyes. The sky above was gray. Ash floated like snow. Beside her, Elias crouched, wrapping her hand in gauze. His shirt was torn, his eyes bloodshot, but he looked at her like she was still human. You did it, he whispered. You sealed her. But deep inside, Lena knew Mira wasn't gone. 4 days. Lena stayed in Ilias's apartment above the old carpenter's shop on the edge of the woods. She didn't eat much. She couldn't sleep at night. She kissed him with more hunger than she meant to. Harder, longer. And when he looked away, she saw disappointment, or maybe fear. One night Lena stood in front of the bathroom mirror and whispered, "Are you in there?" Silence. Then "Always." Mira whispered back. Her reflection blinked when she didn't. "I can feel him when he's inside you," Mira cooed. "You taste like him now. Let me have him just once." Lena screamed, smashing the mirror, but it didn't crack. Only her reflection did. Later, as Elias slept beside her, Lena felt her own fingers moving. Without her, they trailed along his chest, touched his lips, then wrapped softly around his throat. Lena yanked her hands away and gasped, "No, no." He stirred but didn't wake. She curled into herself, trembling. In the morning, Elias brewed bitter tea. "You're not sleeping," he said. "I can feel something's wrong." Lena wanted to tell him, but she didn't get the chance, because from the kettle rose a voice, high, childlike and cruel. "Don't lie, Elias. You kissed me first." The cup shattered in his hand. Elias backed away, face pale. "She's still in you." "I tried," Lena sobbed. "I stitched the seal." "You didn't finish the last knot," he said quietly. "She's leaking through." He turned, grabbed an old case from the bookshelf. Inside, a silver scalpel, polished and sharp. "We have to finish it." That night, they returned to the ruins of Ashmore. Moonlight illuminated what was left: the crumbling fireplace, scorched tiles, a few blackened dolls. In the center, a bed of ash, perfectly undisturbed. Elias laid her down gently. "This is where she died," he said. "We give her what she wants, a kiss goodbye." Lena was already shaking. "I'm scared." "I know," Elias whispered. "But you're stronger than her." He kissed her, real, desperate, and human. Then he opened the stitches on her chest, one by one. Blood pooled. Smoke hissed from inside her heart. Mira screamed. She crawled out, smoke forming bones, ash forming skin. Fully formed, more beautiful than before, but monstrous. Her face flickered between Lena's and her own. "I could have loved you both," Mira whispered. She turned to Elias. "I did love you." She pressed her lips to his. And for a moment he didn't pull away, because Mira's kiss was every memory you ever missed, every person you ever wanted back, every dream that died. Then Lena reached up and kissed Mira from behind, sealing them together, binding mouth to mouth. "No more," she whispered, and she pulled the scalpel through them both. The ash erupted in fire, not red, but blue, cleansing. Final. When Elias woke up, the ruins were cold again. Lena lay in the ash, eyes open, lips still, but she was breathing, and Myra was gone. Weeks later, Elias opened a letter on his desk. Inside, a photo: Lena in a sunlit garden, her smile real, her eyes her own, but on